Stop judging me with your silence all the time. So I'm evil. So what? G.I. Joe was one of my boyhood obsessions, and Pops are one of my adult boy obsessions. So when I saw these at Toys R Us, I just had to get them. Toys R Us is the only place I've seen the G.I. Joe Pops, in my area anyway. So if you're looking to get them, that would be a good place to start. And here's a closer look of Snake Eyes in his box. I like how they kept the same kind of art style that they had in the 80s and 90s for the G.I. Joe packaging, with the explosion in the back and the Real American Hero logo compared to the modernized one. Not that it's bad, but I really do like the old style logos. Here's the guys you can get. Not a big assortment. I kind of wish they would have made just a regular Cobra enemy instead of 2 Cobra Commanders. I was pretty unhappy with both of them when I saw them. The Cobra Commander, I think, should have had a mirrored face or a chrome face. They did like a silver, like almost like a flat silver paint on him, and it just, in person, it just doesn't look nice at all to me. And I think the hooded Cobra Commander, I thought it looked like one of the Pac-Man ghosts. After you eat one of the balls and they turn blue where you can go eat them. It's definitely what the Cobra Commander Pop looks like. And also the blue isn't as dark blue as it is here on the package. It's like a lighter, almost a sky blue, which I just wasn't a fan of. And Roadblock I never really liked as a character anyway, so I'm stuck with the 2 ninjas. And here's a closer look at Snake Eyes out of his package. They gave Snake Eyes his more modern era looking visor rather than the original one. In the originals, I believe he just had like these black goggles that almost look like sunglasses. But this visor is a little newer and, to be honest, a little cooler looking. And they also gave him gray belts and things, because originally he was just 100% black. But he does still stay true to the old figure, but also the new one. I got lucky to get one with a really good paint job. I don't see any paint flaws on this figure at all. I like how they put all his knife and his little cargo pockets for extra ammo and things. There's a grenade. Definitely a dangerous man. Originally, he was supposed to be a commando, and later on his packaging they would state that he's a ninja, or just put Snake Eyes. Snake Eyes was part of the original 1982 line of G.I. Joes. Rumor has it that Hasbro wanted to make an all-black figure to save on cost. Here's Storm Shadow in his box. Storm Shadow was one of my favorite characters when I was little. I always liked the ninjas, and especially the bad guy ninjas. I always liked the bad guys in general when I was little. I liked Cobra way more than G.I. Joe. I wish they would have made a Baroness instead of Roadblock. That would have been sweet. I'm sure it would have been more appreciated by the fans too. There's the side art with the classic G.I. Joe explosion. Pretty cool. Here's a closer look at Storm Shadow out of his box. And I'm really liking the molding on his ninja mask. They got all these little folds, little creases and dimples from the seam in there. Hope you guys can see it if I turn it sideways. But it really does look like it's hanging off of his nose. A really good job with that. The paint isn't the best on my figure, but you can't really tell unless you're really looking at it close. You have a little bit of overlap from the flesh color here, but when it's just sitting on your shelf, you can't really notice it. I didn't notice it in the store when I was inspecting them. They only had one Storm Shadow anyway, but he looked good enough. They did a good job of making this belt exactly like how it is on the 3.5-inch figures. It's really great. Good job on the Cobra logo too, it's nice and clean. Storm Shadow wasn't in the original 1982 line. I think he came a couple years later. Yeah, 1984. So you can see how close they got him to his actual original outfit. His swords were black, but it's a nice touch to make them silver, to update him a little bit. They even got his 2 ninja stars in his belt. And his knife. It would have been really cool if they would have put a quiver on his back. Or just a little backpack for his swords. But they did a good job nonetheless. I definitely recommend any G.I. Joe fan pick up Storm Shadow and Snake Eyes. Or any Pop fan actually. They look great on the shelf. Thanks for watching.